So, we meet again. So, it's a hard one. This one. It's so Miss von der Leyen. I mean, at least I'm getting used to this. As we know, as time passes and we get to know the character that she plays, and we know that if some news begins with her name, I don't think anything good can come out of it, which is, of course, the case. And before all, I'm gonna show you a short video, and then we can talk about it a little bit more.
Global markets are now flooded with cheaper Chinese electric cars. And their price is kept artificially low by huge state subsidies. This is distorting our market. And as we do not accept this distortion from the inside in our market, we do not accept this from the outside.
What do you mean distorting the market? What do you mean subsidizing enterprises? Are you talking about protectionism? It's it's so yeah. This is the thing I see in liberals. Liberals in the way, not in the way that they talk about them in America, but the economic model of neoliberalism, neo-ultra-liberalism, total absence of rules, laissez-faire style. The biggest shark takes the biggest part. And so now the European Union is complaining about the cheap Russian electric cars. So first of all, we have this great objective, which is the green transition. We cut our ties with the evil empire of Russia. We no longer use their natural gas, which is an absolute BS, if you all know, because we know that import of LNG has increased manifold by the European countries. And we know that Germany, which is the leading economy of the European Union, the main economy on the European Union, it had to resort to coal. Had to resort to before the 20th century to produce electricity, all because they shot several times in their own feet. They're good shooting their own feet. They closed all their nuclear plants. I know some of you don't like nuclear as well, but if you compare it with coal, I don't think there is even a comparison to make. So they closed the most modern nuclear plants. They were quick to dismantle them. Now they cut ties with Russia, which cut the tap for natural gas, and that was coming cheap through the pipelines and giving a big leverage to the European economy. So they eliminated that leverage, with upholding the big values of the green transition, which we know it's, once again, it's BS. It's hypocrisy, once again. And now they're giving, this is like a big shotgun slug right on the foot, which is starting to attack cheap Chinese imports, which is, if you haven't noticed, what allows us in the European world to have access to most things we use every day. She's talking about electric cars. Electric cars were supposed to be a part of the change, of the green change. Burn less fossil fuels, use more electricity, have cleaner air in the cities, in urban spaces. But no, cheap Chinese cars are they harm the competition, she says. So this is the moment when the true liberal, neoliberal capitalist meets himself in the mirror and says, "This cannot be." it's I don't know. It's ridiculous. Actually, it's ridiculous to say the least. And now they wanna they're gonna put, it's not sanctions, but it's a kind of, it's putting tariffs and taxes and making these products more expensive. I wonder how's that gonna play in the European economy. I wonder how's that gonna play in the European working man's pocket. I don't know if it seems like we're living in a. When I was growing up, I recall it was the VHS era, and we used to have access to this second-rate, this very bad quality American movies with these very bad actors and with these very bad special effects. And sometimes I feel that I can start to compare the European Union leadership to a plot of one of these movies with the same quality of actors, with the same quality of everything. It's strange. It's strange. First of all, these people do not look like they can be reasoned with. They are quick to spit prejudice and to use their influence and their position of power to isolate Europe. The thing they accuse Russia of being, Russia, China, basically most of the world, being isolated. Actually, Europe is isolating itself. If you think about it, the new Iron Curtain is being built by us. And about this subsidies thing, I mean, just go and do a little bit of research. Europe subsidizes whatever it thinks it must subsidize. It's the way the economy works. This is not a free market. The capitalists are the ones who benefit more from the social from the social state, from socialism. We actually have socialism, but only for the rich people, because all the profits go to them, and they get all the benefits from the big state, the all the funds that come from the European Union. Most of them are absorbed by big companies, and then of course the debt and the financial holes and the problems, they are left to the working man to pay up. Tighten your belt. Your healthcare is unsustainable. Your education is unsustainable. We have to be more rational with our resources. And by the way, we just sent several billion to pour in the war machine industry to go and give a help to the NAZIs in Ukraine. So this makes absolutely no sense. If this this saber rattling starts against China, this is even a bigger shot on the foot. It's even a bigger self-inflicted wound, more than it already is happening by the side of Europe. I don't know who stands to gain with this. other than the agenda of the United States, they always tend to profit with the disgrace of Europe, with the division. They always tend to profit. Always. Just look at the past. The past 2 world wars. Those wars made the United States what it is today. Put it in the dominant position. Well, actually, not quite anymore. Things are changing. Yeah. Today's video is shorter, but I had to put this out. I think this is too much. This is too much, and I am like I said before, I am a communist. But I am a Portuguese communist. It's if you know this organization in Portugal, it had a very important historical role in the revolution, in the freedom that we now have, and we defend that certain aspects of the economy should be controlled by the state, but people individually should be free to develop their businesses. And yeah, but this guys that I hear, these neoliberal capitalists, they make workers' lives miserable, and they always claim they need free, they don't need rules, they despise tariffs and protectionisms, and now this. Now they, yeah, of course I understand. It's like that meme that before COVID, these liberals, they were portrayed at the image of Margaret Thatcher. After COVID, everyone was demanding from the state. They were portrayed with a picture of Mao Zedong. Anyway, guys, see ya. And of course, like this video, please subscribe, follow the channel, help it grow a little bit, help it